Hey everyone! So welcome back at the monument for the Battle of the Nations. You guys remember that from our episode about Leipzig.
I have my beer.
And today we're going to read a poem that a lot of you guys suggested after a recent poem episode. And it's a big favorite of my aunt's. She can say it by heart. So let's see if ever it can do it any justice.
We're going to go into the monument this time. We couldn't do it in our episode, so we're going to do it now. And you're going to get to see the interior of this lovely monument, which commemorates the final battle of Napoleon's War in October 18th, 1813.
And today the weather is absolutely beautiful, so we're going to get to see a great view of Leipzig and everything else.
And everything else? What else is there besides Leipzig?
I'm sure there's something around Leipzig. We'll see when we get there.
All right, let's go.
See you guys up there.
Schmetterling in der Luft, ich kann auch so fliegen, ich kann überall hingehen. Schmetterling in der Luft, ich kann auch so fliegen, ich kann überall hingehen. Schau mal her, lies in einem Buch. Schau mal her, lies in einem Buch. Schau mal her, lies in einem Buch. Schau mal her, Wigge, Wugge, lesen! Bogen, lesen, Wiegen, Bogen, lesen, Wiegen, Bogen, lesen, Wiegen, Bogen, lesen. Schau mal her, lesen einem Buch, 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 lesen. Regenbogen lesen.
So here we are at not quite the top of the monument. We're actually not allowed to go all the way to the top because of the coronavirus restrictions. So inside we also had to wear masks and the stairs get really tight, so it was just not going to be safe. But we have the beautiful view of Leipzig. You can see all our skyscrapers and churches.
They're not skyscrapers.
They're skyscrapers and churches and rat houses. Okay, so perfect time for Everett to read a poem, don't you think?
So this is a poem that was suggested to us by many people. It's called Die Made. So for today's Regenbogen lesen, you guys suggested a poem called Die Made by Heinz Erhardt.
This really needs like a nice rhythm because it rhymes funny.
Hinter eines Baumes Rinde wohnt die Made mit dem Kinde. Sie ist Witwe, denn der Gatte, denn sie hatte viel Wurmblatte. Diente so auf diese Weise eine Ameise als Speise. Eines Morgens sprach die Made: Liebes Kind, ich sehe gerade, drüben gibt es frischen Kohl, denn ich hol, so lebt denn wohl. Halt, noch eins, denk, was geschah, geh nicht aus, denk an Papa. Schulz. Also sprach sie und entwich. Made Junior jedoch schlich hinterdrein und das war schlecht, denn schon kam ein bunter Specht. Und wär's lang die kleine Pfade, Made ohne Gnade, schade. Hinter eines Baumes Rinde ruft die Made nach dem Kinde.
Do you know what it's about?
It's about a mom and her kid, and she said, do as I say or I'm gonna have Papa spank you.
No.
I was thinking maybe it might have been like My Family. All right, let me try one more time. Let me think here. There's a mom and her kid.
What kind of mom is it?
A maid?
No.
She's a maid mom?
She's a maggot.
What?
The poem is called The Maggot.
That's what Made is? I was wondering, because I thought mother was Muda, and maybe Made was just another nice thing to say about your mom. So you don't call your mom Made?
No. So it's about a maggot. It says the maggot lives behind the rind of a tree, and it's only her and the kid because the dad unfortunately fell and became the food for an ant. And then she says, kid, stay here. I'm gonna go over there and get some kale. And the kid says, well, don't go. Don't you remember what happened to Dad? And she goes, and then the kid follows her. And then immediately a bird comes and eats it. So...
The bird eats the kid?
Yeah, and it just didn't have any regrets about it either.
The bird had no regrets?
No.
And that's the part where it goes, Shada.
Yeah. And then the mom just sits behind the tree all by herself.
Wait, so the mom is a maggot? That doesn't make any sense. The mom can't be a maggot. The mom has to be a full-blown insect.
No, the mom is a maggot, and the kid is a maggot, and the dad was a maggot too.
Maggots don't have maggot babies. Insects have maggot babies.
No.
Okay, so I'm not a biology major by any means, but I'm pretty sure that a full-blown insect is the one that lays the eggs. I don't think maggots lay eggs.
No, okay, so this one is a maggot that has a maggot husband and a maggot child.
Okay, so when was this written? Like
before biology was invented.
Okay, well then that maybe makes sense. A little bit of suspension of belief here.
I guess I usually kind of more pictured like a caterpillar sort of type animal, like a cute one, but I guess the little regular white maggot seems what it would actually be, and that's like way gross now.
That's what a maggot is. So
I think it should
to
be
have
a
a maggot
caterpillar.
family is kind of weird, but also somehow I just think it's very German.
But wasn't it very poetic? It rhymes really nicely.
Oh yeah, it flowed very nice. It was very poetic. It made no sense, but it was lovely.
It made all the
And
sense.
of course the child gets eaten by the bird and the mother is left alone to be sorrow.
It just teaches you to listen to your mom. The mom said, just stay here. I'll go get kale. And the kid was like, I'm coming. Like, don't do that.
That's so German. Well, thank you for that suggestion. It looks like we do have enough time for another story from the Moritz and Koritz book.
Max und Moritz.
I think I'd like to read another prank oder schlechter
Streich.
Streich.
Der zweite Streich.
The zweite Streich. Strike 2. That's the next prank. All right, we're going to read that somewhere else. I don't know where, but
See you there.
stay tuned.
Welcome back to Riga Bogelesen.
Hey guys, so look, we found this awesome fountain with a statue of a boy and a girl and a duck.
We thought, why not? This is as good a place as any to read from Max and Moritz.
Who is excited to figure out what Max and Moritz do next? Because this is their second strike.
All right, so let's do the next prank from Max and Moritz. Zweiter Streich. Als die gute Witwe Bolte sich vor ihrem Schmerz erholte, dachte sie so hin und her, dass es voll das Beste wär. Die Verstorbenen, die hienieden, schon zuvor abgeschieden. Ganz im Stillen und in Ehren, gut gebraten zu verzehren. Fährlich war die Trauer groß, als sie nun zu Nacht und bloß abgeruft am Herde lagen, sie, die einst in schönen Tagen. Bald in Hofe, bald im Garten, lebensfroh im Sande schatten. Oh man, so these kids are being mean to the same lady with the chickens?
Yeah.
Oh man, okay, here we go. Ach, Frau Bolte weint aufs Neu, Und der Spitz steht auch dabei. Max und Moritz kochen dieses. Schnell aufs Dach gekrochen, hieß es. Durch den Schornstein mit Vergnügen sehen sie die Hühner liegen, die schon ohne Kopf und Gurgeln liebling in der Pan schmuggeln. Eben geht mit einem Teller Witwe Bolte in den Keller, da sie von dem Sauerkohle eine Portion sich hole. Wofür sie besonders schwärmt, wenn wieder aufgewärmt. Unterdessen auf dem Dache ist man tätig bei der Sache. Max hat schon mit Vorbedacht eine Angel mitgebracht. Schnuppdiwupp, da wird nach oben schon ein Huhn heraufgehoben.
Isn't schwuppdiwupp a great word?
Schnuppdiwupp is an excellent word. I think I'm going to start saying that a lot now.
I say that sometimes.
Guten Morgen, Schnuppdiwupp.
That's not how that's used.
Oh.
It's just like super fast, like easy peasy, real quick. Schwuppdiwupp.
Schnuppdiwupp, jetzt Nummer 2. Schnuppdiwupp, jetzt Nummer 3. Und jetzt kommt noch Nummer 4. Schnuppdiwupp, dich haben wir. Zwar der Spitz sah es genau und er bellt Ravau, Ravau. Aber schon sind sie ganz munter, fort und von dem Dach herunter. Na, das wird Spektakel geben, denn Frau Bolte kommt soeben. Angewurzelt stand sie da, als sie nach der Pfanne sah. Alle Hühner waren fort. Spitz, das war ihr erstes Wort. Oh, du Spitz, du Ungetüm, aber wart, ich komme ihm. Mit dem Löffel, groß und schwer, geht es über Spitzen her. Laut ertönt sein Weggeschrei, denn er fühlt sich schuldenfrei. Max und Moritz im Verstecke schnarchen aber an der Hecke und vom ganzen Hühnerschmaus guckt nur noch ein Bein heraus. Dieses war der zweite Streich, doch der dritte folgt sogleich.
Do you know what this one was about?
Looks like it was about the same old lady. She was cooking her chickens, and Max and Moritz snuck into the house, stole the chickens, but left a piece for the dog so that the dog looked like it was eating the chickens, and then she beat up the dog for it while Max and Moritz ate chicken and snored.
I mean, you're really close. So she was cooking the 4 chickens, and they snuck on top of her house and got them out by fishing them out.
Ah.
And they didn't even leave the dog any piece of it. The dog was barking to warn the lady, but she still thought he ate it.
Oh, so the dog was barking because the chickens were being stolen,
Yeah.
and the lady just thought, well, you're barking because you ate my chickens. Bad dog. Did she beat the dog or just shove him away?
She hit him a little. Well, what would you do? He ate 4 chickens, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Max and Moritz looks pretty stuffed with chickens. 2 chickens each.
2 chickens each.
The ones that they killed in the first strike. Oh man, these kids.
They're terrible.
But it makes me hungry for chicken.
No.
Well, there you have it. The second strike from Max and Moritz. We'll do the third strike in another video. Thank you guys for watching.
If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe and comment if you have any other suggestions for anything we could read, especially fun little kids stories, because Everett's really enjoying those. Also, huge thank you to our patrons. We love hearing from you guys, so drop us a message and just tell us about your day, because we'd love to hear from you.
But before we go, another message from the Sandman. Good night.